Good to have your company on this special edition of the Big Sports Breakfast as we broadcast from the Riverside Stables. Magnificent complex here, 10-hectare site, $110 million was spent on the development. And let me tell you, they have finished everything off to the nth degree. A first-class facility, magnificent facility where at 11 a.m. we'll see the first of 225 lots go through. Glad to say the General Manager and CEO of the Inglis organisation joins us in Mark Webster. G'day, Mark.
Good morning, TK, and everyone listening.
It's exciting times. There's a whole buzz of activity. The horses had their morning walk when we first arrived about 4:30, and now all the other staff they're all getting preened, and people are working out their reserve price and who's going to be bidding and final inspections.
Yeah, well, I just hope they all bid up. I got to tell you though, the action here has been quite extreme the last few days. It's been warmer than normal, a lot more parading, and some of these yearlings were put to bed a bit earlier last night, just so they're ready for today.
Yeah. Well, what about yourself, Mark? Do you get excited, nervous? What's the sort of emotions when you lead into a big yearling sale like this? And in particular, the anticipation of some of the horses going for big numbers over the next 2 days.
Yeah, look, I don't get nervous anymore, believe it or not. This is my 12th Easter sale, but I definitely get excited, because we spent a lot of time trying to find these yearlings and put together, quite a select catalogue. I mean, it's 450, it's not 800, it's not 1,000 like some of the other sales. So it could be hard to select them and work out which ones you want to put in, and it's sort of you're backing yourself all the way along in the team.
Yep.
And now we've got them here. It's good to get the feedback from our clients that they like what they see. So I get excited about the $1 million lots, but I also get excited about people buying a bit of value. And, there have been some great yearlings purchased out of this sale in the last few years for 50 or 100, and they go on to be champions. Yeah. So, I get excited at all levels, particularly if it's a buyer from the country that's here and they buy something for 50 and they're high-fiving. Well, that's great too. They take something home.
Well, we've seen the likes of the Autumn Sun, Russian Revolution, Merchant Navy, Easter Job all come out of this sale as well. Can you give us the thought process behind it? Was longer last year and bigger. Is it it's now 450 lots over just the 2 days? I think it was like 2.5, wasn't it? Last year?
Yeah, we started on the Monday. So we used to have a second book. We had 80 or 90 yearlings that would average around 100. We've decided that we increased the classic sale this year from 800 to 1,000, and we've moved some of those yearlings to other sales. So it's shorter, more impactful. We've got a lot of guests here from overseas, and they just want to come in, go bang, and then get back to racing again on the weekend.
Yep.
So maybe fit a day of golf in before the races on Saturday. So we've changed the format a bit for that reason. So hopefully there's a bit more energy over the 2 days.
And how do you go about putting the horses in their slot numbers? Is it done out of a draw? Is it alphabetical, or is it how's it sort of conducted to get the horses in their
who goes
their
first
slots?
and who goes
last? And
Oh,
who goes...
look, every year the breeders.
I don't want to go there.
Yeah. Well, what we do, it's pretty simple. We just go off the dam's name, so it's alphabetical.
Right.
And this year, lot 1 we start with F. So Fashion is the dam of lot 1, Fashion.
Yep.
FA, so they're first, and we just rotate it every year. And some of the breeders are conscious of that. If they can see it's their letter up next year, they'll think of another sale to go to sometimes to avoid it. And others are quite happy to go early, so they all have different views.
Anthony Thompson from Whitten joined us earlier, and he's got lot 3. That's early on. Normally they like to be a little bit, because sometimes the sale can be a little bit, well, I guess soft might not be the right word, but hard to get everybody fired up nice and early.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, that's a particularly nice colt by Fastnet Rock. We were just joking off air that it's named after Loz here on the dam side, fast on grass.
Yeah.
After my performance here last year.
Yeah, not a bad footy player, but so look, that from my perspective, that's just such a ripper of a colt. People are talking about it. I think he's going to sell well. It doesn't matter where he is, really. They won't miss them.
Yeah, hey, we've got a text message that's come in here, Mark, if you don't mind answering. Paul is texting, "Hi, gents, believe you're talking to Mark. Could you please ask whether they look like joining up with Santa and Elaine again in the Everest? I heard Lizzie Jelf say the Inglis team were very friendly with Santa's owners after the race. Can you give us an update? Because obviously they owe you one, don't they?"
Well, look, we've been friendly with them for a while now. I mean, this time last year we were eyeing him off, and anyway, we enjoyed having him in our slot last year, and going to Melbourne and celebrating, or preparing to celebrate with all the owners. We had many meals with them. But as you know, he won the lead-up race. He won the race after. He just didn't get the gold in between. So, yeah, look, we're really keen to look at him and the others. But we've put the expressions of interest out there.
Yep.
You know, so everyone who's got an Inglis horse should call me and call me quickly.
Oh, okay.
Call me soon because, we're looking at options.
Yeah.
He's an obvious one.
He's the best sprinter in the land at the moment.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's obvious. So, look, when he won the other day, I didn't know how to feel. I sort of was excited, then I put the hands on my face. I'm almost crying, thinking, what could it have been, you know?
Or how much more is it going to cost us now?
All of that, yeah.
All of the above. Mate, we look forward to it. Thanks for hosting us. We've enjoyed this morning. It's not over yet. And then, of course, we're here again tomorrow morning. So thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Mark Webster from Inglis joining us as we celebrate what's going to be a big day, 11 a.m., the first of 225 lots go under the hammer. It's going to be busy.